Hey TBS, I got a question for you, and this isn't in response to any particular video, but just in general. Have you ever considered writing a book? Most atheists tend to believe that you need a doctorate in biology or some advanced degree to talk about evolution and God, but philosophy doesn't and really has never required any kind of formal education, just a collection of good ideas. I believe it's all too easy for any of the theists out there to ignore a scientific, Richard Dawkins style argument towards atheism because they can just claim that the science is faulty. I think you remember back a couple of years ago, and it's probably still going on now, where people would claim that carbon dating science was false as an argument for why they didn't believe that dinosaurs proved that the Earth was more than 5,000 years old. And the reason I think this is so hard is because belief has to come before fact in the mind, because belief is really just the mind's application of animal instinct. It's what we feel and what overrides rational thought. And you're never going to be able to start from rational thought and work your way backwards to belief. It has to start at the belief. So I think that your approach to arguing for atheism in a philosophical way is something that at least I haven't really seen very much of in the atheist community. People tend to jump straight towards science as proof and kind of ignore the fact that somebody who doesn't already believe that God isn't real isn't going to listen. People like Richard Dawkins or people who make the Charles Darwin argument, really, when I see them arguing, they just look like the atheist version of all the Christians who use the Bible to prove the Bible is true, and it's just a circular argument. And until you confront, not attack, it's not fight, but until you confront the base belief behind it, then both people are just, their minds are running in circles, and nobody's ever going to get anywhere. I'm the first to say that everyone has a right to their own beliefs, but a child raised in a religious household doesn't really have that right because they never had the chance to make it. My wife was raised that way. She just got her IPU tattoos. The only way to truly give these people a chance to make their own minds up is to represent atheism theologically or atheologically, so that people have a chance to shrug off the assumed God instinct and make a decision for themselves. I have plenty of friends who started in one religion and moved to another, and I have the utmost respect for them, much more than I do for someone who was raised in a religion and just stayed there because they were comfortable. I know Christians that became Buddhists, Lutherans that became Catholics, Muslims that became Catholics, Catholics became Muslims, and like I said, I have the utmost respect for them, but the people who just sit around in the same belief that they were told, never really thinking about it, I think that a book or something that approaches the ideas the way that you do might help them think about their own lives and form a more adult opinion. That's it.